Hey guys, Brandon Olson here, RankDaddy TV. Today we're going to be talking about a subject that I bring up a lot, and that's running literally everything from your smartphone. The face of the internet's changing. Things are going voice, things are going social, things are going mobile, things are going easy to access, and you can literally, we're going to talk about how people are building massive businesses, even if they're not from a big town. You know, you can live in a small town and still be able to do business worldwide because of the technology we have in place. So let's get into it.
So here's the question. How can marketers like us, working only part-time and running our entire business from our laptop or smartphone, how are we able to guarantee insane results to our clients when the mainstream internet marketing gurus say the guarantees are impossible? That's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Brandon Olson, and welcome to RankDaddy.
Do you have any idea how fortunate we are to be able to live in the world we are today with technology and being able to do things from our smartphone? I mean, literally my entire business now, I can run from my phone, from anywhere. That's insane. And you know, a lot of this stuff I'm realizing as I go. For the longest time, I was, be sure everything is shot in landscape mode, because people are going to go and they're probably going to watch this on their computer. Well, man, I've been wrong for years. You know, I always get upset at people when I see them shooting video and they're holding their phone in vertical mode. I'm like, what are you doing? That's not how people are going to watch this. But because I was so conditioned to watching things on a TV or on a horizontal mode viewing device, and here Instagram TV comes out and everything's shot in vertical mode, right? So you don't have to worry about when you're maybe sending somebody a video from your phone and you're prospecting and you're doing maybe a screencast or a screen video share to show them, you know, things about their site or whatever. It doesn't have to be in landscape mode. They're probably going to watch it from their phone anyway. This is where the shift is. This is what's happening. But the fact is, this is the age we're living in. And to touch on the point about building a business in any size area, social is kind of bringing the small town feel back because of our reach. We can direct message somebody in the UK if we're in Canada or United States, or same with Australia. It doesn't matter. You're a message away from millions of prospects. You're not stuck because you live in a city of under 30, 40,000 population to try to make your entire living as a digital marketer in that city. Yeah, you'll probably land a couple clients there, but are they going to probably be able to afford? Are there big enough businesses there and enough competition to drive $1,000 or $2,000 a month client? Maybe not. Maybe there are a couple, but not as if you're living in a million population where your average client is now easy $1,000 and usually $2,000 a month, because there's so much competition and they have no idea how to get to the top of Google to beat everybody else's game. So now we're seeing more and more people living in small towns because they have the reach of Google. They can Google, Dallas roofers or Plano plumbers or whatever, and they could be living in Kalamazoo, Michigan, or some other, I don't know what the population of that town is, but anyway, they could be living in a small town, use Google for anywhere else in the planet, but we'll talk about, United States because it's easier to deal with, using Google to find prospects that need your help and that you can help. And to that client, it doesn't matter where you live, or that you run your entire business, as with a laptop lifestyle from wherever you're at, or your smartphone, run from anywhere. All they care about is results and can you do what you say. The process works. We already know that. RankDaddy will rank sites on demand. So the big game is, how do we prospect in a way to land clients and fill our pipeline and build our business? So we're going to touch more about that on future episodes, but I just wanted to kind of dwell on the fact that it doesn't matter where you're at. It doesn't matter how small your town is. It doesn't matter where you end up getting clients. I literally have clients all across America in my SEO side of the business, I've never met them. Most of them I've never even spoken on the phone with. It's all email, it's Facebook Messenger, it may be text. And these are many of the ways that we're using to prospect people. So normally I will prospect people, I'll do a Google search, do some due diligence, and I'll find a company that can take the growth, they can expand, and so I'll go after them. I'll do a screencast video, I'll find some things lacking in their website. Usually it starts with on page, because that's the biggest factor that people aren't ranking for anyway. Their on page is so confusing to Google. Their meta and their H1, they're not set, they're not in place at all, or they're not in sync, so Google has no idea what they're trying to rank for. So I'll usually touch base on that on the first screencast and just educate the business owner. Hey, this is why you're not ranking. I found you on page 3 or 4, you're not even anywhere, page 9, whatever. If you're not on page 1, you don't exist. Nobody's doing a Google search for any local business and they're scrolling past page 1. Why would they? Everything they need is right there in front of them. Usually it's above the fold. They're going to pick one of the top 3 to 5. So unless you're probably looking for something like a cancer cure research, some disease, you're not going to go past page 1. So this is what business owners know. They know who their competitor is. They know who's in the top spot or in the top 3 spots, but they don't know how to get there. So shoot them a quick screencast video, and I usually email it on the first go around. I'll set it up with banana tag in the plugin in Chrome so I know when they open it, if they open it. If they don't open it, I'm going to send it, and I'm going to reach out through Facebook Messenger. I've already found the owner. I've already found his personal Facebook page. I'll send it to him. I'll send it through the company's Facebook page. I'll send it through the company's email. If I can find his email or another contact email or a web form, I'll send it through that. If I get a phone number that accepts a text, I'll try through the text and it'll go through, then I'll do it that way. How are we reaching our prospects? How are we being consistent and not giving up? That's the key. These business owners are inundated with emails. I mean, I'll go through my emails in the morning. I'll swipe off 3 to 5. Hey, we can get to the top of Google. Hey, I'm just following up. Did you get that email that said we can get you to the top of Google? Just delete. None of it stands out. We got to figure out a way to stand apart from those other people and be so persistent that by the 10th or 12th touch that you've got with this business owner, they snap and say, dang, you are persistent. Okay, I'm listening. Tell me what you're talking about. That's how I landed my first dental client. That's how I landed a lot of clients, is because I get the business owner to snap and realize this guy's persistent. I've got to listen. And they try it, because all you're trying to get them to do is try it. There's no contract with our services because we know it works. It's month to month. You quit whenever you want, because we know once they've given us the first payment and we've tweaked their on page and we start the process, within 30 days we see keywords shooting up, and that's all they want to see. Okay, now I know this guy knows what he's talking about. This girl, she can rank my website, and so they pay the second month and they see their rankings go up even more. Persistent. Find a way to get in touch with this business owner until they reply, and you get a conversation going, and you figure out what their pain points are. They want more commercial roofing. They're doing, they'd rather not do residential roofing. Let's fix that. Let's tweak their on page so that they're focused on commercial roofing and start landing more of those accounts. All you got to do is find out what the business owner's problem is. Once you get that line of communication going, which is normally the first thing that's the hardest to overcome, and that's why you got to be resilient and persistent and keep plugging away with every form of communication. Hey, use Instagram. Most business owners have a business Instagram or maybe a personal Instagram account. Find them on Instagram, DM them. You can reach anybody in the world because Instagram has no filters. You can look them up and send them a direct message. Never again, or never before in history have we seen you be able to, you can contact Beyonce. You can contact whoever in the world you can imagine. Now, they may not read it, but you can send somebody a direct message on Instagram, and it's likely that as a business owner, they're going to read it. But that may change soon. So use Instagram. Instagram's algorithm is wide open right now, and it's being used to land more and more SEO deals that I see from people in RankDaddy, and me using it. I'm using it more and more. But use Instagram as a way to contact these business owners. Look for any way possible. If you have to send them a piece of lumpy mail with some pins or a sports bottle with your company name on it and a note, hey, did you get my email? Hey, I can fix your ranking. I can bring you more customers. I'm not joking. They'll open the mail. Have you ever gone to the mailbox and got a little lumpy freaking package and not opened it and just junked it? No, you open it first. What is this? That's effective. Figure out ways to get the prospect to get a conversation going. Once you got that going, figure out what their problem is. Then ask them to try it. It's that simple. And if you have to, if they've been so burnt in the past, do the first month for free. Or before that step, say, hey, for 2 weeks, let me just show you what I can do. Give me 2 weeks and your number one core competitive keyword for your city. Plumbing, Plano plumbers, Dallas plumbers, Arlington roofers, whatever. Fix their on page, make sure that the meta and the H1 are matching. Run a press release. Don't tell them that's all you're doing with their $100 is running a press release through SEO Outsource. But just tell them, give me 2 weeks and watch what happens. Here's your keyword now. Here's where you're ranked. Watch what happens. We're going to talk again 2 weeks. If I show you that I can jump that thing in 2 weeks, you let me have an SEO deal and let me go to town on all your keywords. Watch what I can do. If that doesn't work, I will give you a month for free so that I can prove that I can help you. Because I know without a shadow of a doubt that I can do it. This is what I do. I just don't have a plumber in Arlington right now, and I'd like to put one into under our belt as my agency. So it can be you, it can be somebody else. Just try this. Let me do it for free for a month. If it takes that to land $1,000 or $2,000 a month deal, what's that? $12,000 to $24,000 a month? That's what I'm talking about. How far are you willing to go to land deals? What if you're lacking in prospecting and sales and closing techniques? What if you spent 10 hours on Facebook getting into prospecting and sales groups to learn how to do that more effectively? What if you spent 20 hours doing that? And I'm saying immerse yourself on prospecting techniques and sales and getting into groups and getting into discussions with people and seeing how they do it and reading and immersing yourself in learning how to be a better prospector and sales closer. Would that 20, how many times, what's the ROI on that? How many times over will that little bit of training, 10, 20 hours, do more? How far is that going to take you? How many deals are you going to be able to close off of those techniques? How serious are you about growing your agency? So, just a few things I wanted to touch on today. There is more where this is coming from. Thanks for watching. This is RankDaddy.tv. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're also on iTunes if you want to listen to this on the road. Or if you like watching my face, we're on YouTube. Stitcher, bunch of other channels. If you want a free trial, go to BrandonOlson.com. You see all of my content there. Shortcuts to everything. You can reach out to me on Facebook. You can get free trials to my courses. I'll get you going. Hey, see you next time, guys. Have a good day.